for the debate competition between Nischal House and Vatsalya House. The topic is very famous topic from our country known as AGNIVEER. Nischal House is going to explain the positives of the AGNIVEER program, and Vatsalya House is going to explain the negatives of the AGNIVEER program launched by our government. So, who will start for that?
Ma'am will decide.
Okay,
No, ma'am will decide. Ma'am will decide.
Captain. Heads. So the debate will start with the Vatsalya House. That's the group that goes the captain. Okay then. Let's start. Vatsalya House.
A person who serves in an army for their country, they are the only person on which a country citizen is depends for their safety cover. So it is very important that our army should be perfect from all the ways. We all respect army very much. With this, a very warm and cheerful good morning to respected judges and my dear audience. Here this is Shwanika Jan, Officer 10th on the behalf of Vatsalya House for the debate competition on topic of AGNIVEER. I'm not saying that our army is wrong. I'm just saying that this AGNIVEER Yojana is totally wrong. It has so many negative aspects, such as before this scheme launched, our army members are so selective. They were properly trained and had so many conditions. Also, they were totally habitual to tackle any of the situation and handle any climate and any situation. They are properly trained to fight for our country with any other country. But now, on this scheme, the army which are going to be selected are getting the train only for 6 months. But before this, our army get a general training of 24 weeks and a special training of 54 weeks, which are many much more than this scheme training. And this army is, we can say that this army is not so much safe for our safety purpose. And in this scheme, only 25% of people are getting a permanent job, and left 75% of people are going to be unemployed after 4 years. Then what will the government is doing for the left 4 years? And only for not this, so the 25% of people which are going to be selected also have so many conditions, such as they would be perfectly fit, physically and mentally healthy, stress-free, well-trained. But how can you say that the person which are going to be selected in those 25% of people are stressed? There one common stress which we are common on all that people are that what if they are not going to choose on those 25% of people after 4 years? And the left 75% of people which are going to be unemployed or retirement, what will happen with 4? If they are going for any another job, the first question which are going to be asked from them is why don't you are going to be selected on 25% of people? And this question will cause a very bad impact on those people. So this is totally wrong. And our government is saying that that it is very easy to get the loan, but how much? Only 7 to 8 lakh rupees. And how much those rupees will go? And how can you say that the people which are going to take the loan will repay the loan very honestly? What if they choose any wrong way to repay the loan? The age 17 to 23 is a teenager's age. And this age, you can say, must say that they will even choose a wrong way or a bad habit to keep themselves safe, or the loan which are taken to get free from that loan. There are so many negative aspects which are going to cause on their mind. So my overall point is that this AGNIVEER Yojana is totally wrong and it is going to be flopped in upcoming years.
So Vatsalya House has started that there are so many topics they have started. First of all, they were talking about the 25% and 75%. Ratio 25:75. Then training period. Then there are some health conditions and economic conditions they have explained. Now, what are your topics, Nischal?
First of all, good morning to the honorable judges and my dear friends. Here, I, Vatsalya member of Standard 9, starting to support the new AGNIVEER scheme. AGNIVEER scheme is a new scheme introduced by the Government of India on 14 June 2022 for the improvement of social commission rank officers. And under this scheme, those soldiers who will get selected, they will be called AGNIVEER. The total delivery for the recruitment of about 46,000 soldiers into the Army, Navy and Air Force in its first year. Army is not a lifetime job, it's a service, and Indian youth should learn this. 25% of the soldiers will be retained after 4 years, which means lakhs of candidates will ultimately get permanent jobs. The soldiers who will be relieved after 4 years will be able to compete the civil world as they will be assisted by the Indian Army. At the end of their 4 years training program, they will receive a Seva Nidhi one-time package.
Okay.
May I?
As we know, 7 to 8 years they need to prepare a soldier for a combat. But the government is sending the newly returned officer for different locations in India for which they might not be ready for. Their lives are in danger.
Counter.
So Vatsalya House is just asking to Nischal and participants in Nischal that if someone is not perfectly trained, then that person is, and you are sending that person at different places, then this is a very big danger to the people.
First of all, I want to clear your point that in that 4-year training period, that is not a job period, that is a training year of 4 period, 4 years. Okay. In that period,
Wait. Let him complete.
in that period, they are non-commissioned force. They are not going to borders for various different missions, and they are only sepoy level. The officer level candidate will not select by the AGNIVEER scheme.
Okay. You said that they will not go to borders because they are not commissioned officers. You know what is the commissioned officer, non-commissioned officers? They are major, GO, CO, brigadier, mayor, commander, company commander, general. And I will ask question, do general people now go on border? First of all, your point was directly incorrect that non-commissioned officer, that commissioned officer will not go to border. The thing is, one who go on the border is that who is in commissioned officer, who is Nayak, who is soldier, who is Leshnak, who is Havaldar, who is BSF. These people go on the soldier to fight. These people, the commissioned officer, non-commissioned officer, which is JCO, CO, commanding officer, mayor, brigadier, general, they don't go on border. They just leave. Will they face this problem? Thank you. And yeah, I will mention the point of that Palla. I'm right? Okay, you said that it was released on the 14th June. Okay, it was nice. And it was for the below rank of commission rank. What about the commission rank officers like JCOs? Are they not eligible and eligible for the AGNIVEER? You said that 46,000 will be recruitment this year, only for this year. After that, there will be 45,000 recruitment. And per every year, there is 1,12,000 recruitment promised by government, but the government haven't recruited it yet. Sorry. Thank you.
You recently said about the 25%. You recently said about Swarnika has said about the 75%. That what about those 75%? That let me clear it to you that adequate re-employment would be given to the soldiers who are getting back to the society.
Wait.
Let me complete.
Let her complete.
Oh, okay. We are waiting for you.
Adequate re-employment would be given to the soldiers who are getting back to the society. MNC and many big companies have shown its great interest in hiring those AGNIVEERs. What really a company needs? A disciplined, trained and skilled person. That those AGNIVEERs after 4 years will definitely will be.
First of all, let me tell you that only 4 years living as army does not mean that they are still disciplined after the 4 year service time in their real life. It will create a scenario where we would have a frustrated population. Lack of job may affect them, and it will create a scenario around our whole country that they would go for a wrong path or choose a wrong path. What about that? What about if those 75% would not choose getting out from the AGNIVEER.
You are saying if they go to wrong path, so I will tell you that that person who go to army, they are very in this thing, and I want to say to that, if you are saying that they are doing job for only 4 years, but I want to say to you that 4 years are not less time to learn discipline thing. Understood?
Okay. 4 years is not less time to learn discipline. Last year we had debate on NAP 2020. You know, in NAP 2020, they will teach us a discipline, how to make discipline and vocational courses. So, for Army, for 10 years, we are teaching discipline and things. And now, I will mention they will not go to wrong path. What is the proof that they will not go to wrong path? What do you have proof? Do you have any points?
Do you have proof that they will
Of course. Oh, okay. You want?
We have proved that they will go into the wrong path. Firstly, the 4-year army scheme usually that they will only will not serve for the country with a very small time. 75% or 100% will only be a showcase for the army to show that they are only coming and only going out of the 4 years. Secondly, the Defense Ministry and the Education Ministry had said that in the 4 years of their recruitment in the army, the 3 years they will given the knowledge of various courses, and the 6 months will be their physical training. Let me tell you, and you answer me, that 3.6 months are very essential for a person who is 17 and 15 years, 17 and 18 years old. Let me complete.
Let him complete.
17 years old is very essential to complete the BA course as well as the 12th course. And also let me tell you, the Defense Ministry has also said that those who will come after passing the 10th, they will also be given the 12th pass education. In India, the average time for completing a BA course is 5 years, and the average time for completing 10 plus 2 is 2 years. Around 6 to 7 years are necessary. How can you give a 6 to 7 years education in only 3 years, as well as the physical training, as well as they will under the such mental pressure that after 4 years they have to compete with each of them, and after that they will have to find other jobs. Social boycott, society will question on their abilities, that what they have done in those 4 years. There will be mental pressure on those soldiers, mental pressure on parents, as well as various which will lead to create suicidal tendencies in those soldiers. I want to ask you a question. Does the Defense Ministry, does the Education Ministry, does the Government of India or any other branch of India is going to make the soldiers, those 75% of soldiers, to overcome through that social injustice, social boycott? Thank you.
Okay, Nischal.
Let me tell you that the soldiers are one of the most respected people of any country. The soldiers are respected in each and every part of the country. Once the AGNIVEER just get retired from after the 4 years, they will just get respect more and more, that they serve the country for 4 years.
You have mentioned that after 4 years they will have more and more respect. But our respected Sonu Bhaiya have mentioned that after 4 years they will have social boycott. After 4 years, you know, at that time they have the marriage age. Or 24 and 25 is the age of marriage. But if the family of the girl's family said that you are AGNIVEER and after 4 you have no jobs. What if the society will say that this is the fired AGNIVEER, this is not equal to that competitive in that 25%? What will happen after this? Actually, respect is there just for showcase. But in the mind, there will be socially boycott.
So, Vatsalya House just raise a point that 25 or 24 is of course in our society is a marriage time. Yes.
You said that the soldiers who were retired
Counter should be counter नहीं होगा.
How can you say that they will get more respect? The citizens will ask them why you don't are selected in those 25%. What about that?
So they are asking if you are retiring 75% of the army members, then society will ask that why you are not in those 29.
At first, the society will feel proud of them that they are getting back from the army and of course having a very good Seva Nidhi package. And from that money, they can do their further studies as well. So they say 11.71 lakh is not a lump sum, is a very good lump sum amount. And one more thing I would say that you must have remembered that about 20 to 25 people came to you for debate, but you selected only 12 person who can fire out here in the state. But the rest, 13 to 14 students, are also engaged in other activities. So this army force is not just a showcase. Here, they are going on the border. They are representing our nation, India. So they are representing our nation, India. And 25% every year will strengthen the Indian army very well.
Any other? हाँ, yes.
Okay.
It is not the function of the government to provide you jobs. They will give you job opportunities. If you exceed in that, you will grasp that job. 1 minute.
You have said that a person has to complete their study in 6 to 7 years. So how can you say that they cannot complete their study in 3 years? The government provides them study money for next study and also opportunity to study in government college and high schools. And I have to say you that private school and college are not better than the government college.
You have said.
Yes. Yes.
Just saying that the people retired from AGNIVEER project get the social injustice. Tell me a thing that how many Indian youth get the job in 24-year age?
Rather, you have just said that 3 years is enough for study.
Okay, we will counter everyone. We will counter everyone. Just wait some minute.
1 minute. I am not saying that 3 years are not enough. I am saying that after retire they will get a Seva Nidhi package and also to study further they can give the opportunity to study in government college.
What is Seva Nidhi package? What's their form?
This is not a question answer.
We will question. We will just wait. Just
we can ask.
After 4 years of retirement, the government gives them money of approximate 11 to 12 times. That is known as Seva Nidhi package.
It is not actually 12 lakh times. Actually, 11
And from where does the money come? From where that the money comes that the Nidhi scheme will
The
provide?
government is spending the money on that.
No, actually, 30% of monthly salary of soldier will be deducted. So, only that Seva Nidhi package.
Less money. 70% is also not less. But
70%
Let them one team complete. Otherwise, if you are just stopping that team, they will be negative. Okay? What was your question? The Nischal house. The question was how many people get 24?
At very early
24 is.
Yeah, at very early
More things he had asked question that the government will give them finish.
Then you have asked that what is Seva Nidhi.
Then we
Then
have answered his her question. We have said that
okay.
So you had said that the 3.6 years is a very 3.5 years is a very enough time that they will complete their education and the government will give them money. How much money will the government will give to them? Beyond 7 package, it is not in the 7 package. I am asking about the amount.
I am not saying that they are getting study for 3 and 4 years. I am saying after retirement
So
they are getting.
that's what I am asking. How much money will the government will give to them for higher studies?
Approximate 11 to 12 lakh, and that is not less amount for a youth. I want to say you that.
You said that it will be very easy for the
an MOU with the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. You said that it will be very easy to find the courses, and you said that it is not a private college or a school. That will not. Let me tell you that Delhi University is also a government college. It is a high reputed college in India, and one of the professors up there has said that in their college, for example, I want to tell you that they have just introduced the elementary education. For that study, they had to wait for 10 years for finding the best teachers across the Delhi government schools that they can give knowledge. How can you say that IGNOU will find the best teachers who will give them study of BA and only BCom? There is one subject economy in the name of BCom. And let answer my question. They will give them BA courses. What are the credibility and what are the guarantee that they will get the master courses abroad? What are the credibility and guarantee that government or IGNOU will give them master courses? It will help them.
The age took for the youth for the Indian Army is that at very early age, at age of 21 or 23, people used to move here and there for jobs, and here on the age of 21 to 23, they are getting 11.71 from which they can pursue their further studies.
Okay, 1 minute. Let's change this topic and let's come to the
Just 1 minute, sir. Okay, sir.
Please,
Please, sir. I am requesting you.
Let me complete first.
Okay, let me. I was standing.
It's
Okay, you can.
Many people also don't have enough money to pursue their studies, so they can use that 11.77 lakhs for their studies.
7 lakhs.
Let me then. It's okay, it's not a big amount.
Everyone knows what is right. Everyone knows what is right.
Okay.
Let them.
Okay, explain it.
I'm saying that many people don't have enough money to pursue their studies. Students want to pursue their studies, but their parents can't afford. So they can use that money to pursue their studies.
So they will waste their 4 years to study further. After that, they will complete their ages of the 18 and 14.
Because unfortunately they are not selected.
You know, government provide also loan, study loan. That is essential. Government provide a graduation card for completing graduation, and like you, if you have to do BTech, government will provide loan for that. And I will mention. Okay, please. 70% is not. Less, sorry, what she said?
95%.
No, 30%. 30% deduction in not okay. You know what is the salary of AGNIVEER in the first year?
30,000.
30,000. Okay. Deduct 30% from that. Deduct 30% of that. 21,000. Good. 21,000 will be having to in their hand. But in today's, there is 22,000 salary of normal soldiers in their hand. Without any deduction, you know.
So no, tell me the thing that what is your age?
I am right now 18.
18. Will you take money from your parents?
Of course.
For which thing?
He is talking to students.
For your education?
Yeah, that's why not I.
And the AGNIVEER soldiers are not getting money from his parents. He's getting money from the government. They are earning money.
They are earning money.
They are not getting the BA course. They are only
various education loans. You have told that they are getting money from government. Okay, for education. Where various rural and poor children are getting money that will help them for education. That's your question. Okay. Let me tell you. Let me ask you a question. Was there not any education loan in India before for this scheme? Tell me.
In the education loan, they will not get the skills. But
Anything in 2022 is published now. You know that? No, teachers are training. Teachers are training. You know that? Last year we don't have difficulties. You know that?
Answer my question. Was there not any education loan in India?
In the education loan, the students are not getting the skills.
So, what are you saying that in AGNIVEER scheme they will get skills?
Obviously.
One kind of skill.
Only physical training is a kind of
They will get responsibilities and
how to use the money
I want to
and
say something. Okay, then he is saying that they will get the knowledge that how to use money. Answer my question. Which branch of government is going to tell the AGNIVEER and to grant them that where they have to invest their money? Which branch? Does the defense ministry has said in its press note that they will set up a committee that will guide them to invest their money? Let me complete.
आपके टीम में मेंबर्स और भी हैं
Okay, okay. Now 1 minute.
Amrit.
Let's change the topic. We have just
Points.
I want to say one point that education loan have high interest than the other loans.
Okay.
Because students did not pay, many of the students did not pay the loan after completing their further studies.
Repeat your question again.
Okay.
Education loan has a higher interest than the normal loans and housing loans. Because students who are completing their studies,
No, both of you. Just wait.
students after completing their courses, many 47% of students did not pay their loan completely and perfectly.
Okay.
So that lump sum amount of 12 lakh rupees help them to complete their courses. And if a student spend 800 rupees per day, they can pursue their studies for 5 years from that money.
Okay.
And 5 years is enough for any courses.
That's it. Yes.
First of all, tell me that how you can say that after 4 years of servicing, they will be able to, or if they are doing or not working somewhere and have no job, how you can say that they can repay back the Seva Nidhi fund the government has given them the loans?
I am not talking about the loan which is given by government in that Agnipath. I am talking about the Seva Nidhi package.
He is also talking
I am
about
not talking about Seva Nidhi.
Send to her first.
The Seva Nidhi package is not a loan.
What do you mean? What do you mean by it is not a loan?
18 lakh rupees loan will be given to them for further studies.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm saying that just stop this Seva Nidhi and let's talk about the other points. Okay, have seen Nischal House. Now Seva Nidhi topic is over. Let's start the other topics. Okay.
Good positive point put up.
Yes, start.
Rohan had said that they have, if you will lost 30% from 40,000, it will be 21,000. Then, and before this scheme, the government have the starting salary of army was 21,000 in first 4 years. But in this scheme, you have 30,000 in first year, 33,000 in second year, 36,500 in third year, and 40,000 in fourth year.
Okay, I'll say personally, thank you that Rohan will answer. So it's responsibility to me that I will answer it. So doesn't now army salary is increasing? Now also this is salary, normal army salary which is having now, their salary is also increasing year by year. And that is more. Acha, okay, let me. That 30% will deducted to complete that 11.71 lakh. You know na? Okay, and someone has mentioned that it is not that less amount, too much amount. You know how much it costs to pursue a degree?
Just said, wait a minute. Both the teams have seen Seva Nidhi topic is over. Now just change the topic and start different topics. We are just talking about only Seva Nidhi.
There is no pension after retirement. How they will, there is no pension after retirement. How they will spend their total life?
And also, I want to mention the basic health facilities and the cabinet facilities will be deducted from the system. And special announcement also. What is your view?
Okay.
I want to ask you something. Do you know the age period in which the army
आंसर नहीं पहले आंसर देगा ना वो.
No, just answer the
There is a 2 question you have to answer first, then after.
Answer the question. Wait. If you have asked the question, then listen the answer.
He is not answering his question.
He is personally
We are doing what you did earlier. We are just giving answers, have patience.
If the team is asking the question, then the other team has to answer. Then you have to ask your question.
I'm asking the age period, just tell me that.
From 2022 after years.
माइक दूर रखो
For my
हाँ
From which age period to which?
17.5 to 23.
It's actually 21, just 23 for this year.
I said to this year, for 2022 other year.
He has asked first. You know what the youth do at this age?
What?
Most of them.
What?
You know what most of the youth do at this age? First of all, and this is most of the youth just roam around on the road and do nothing.
No.
Most of them. And 21 to 25 is the age in which they find jobs in order to earn money. Between the age in which AGNIVEER will be recruited, they will get money. Which they can use at that age. It will give them recruitment for the years that they will just based on roaming on roads or just doing nothing. It is a training period which will train them to get enough money as well as the skills that will help them to get jobs in more and more higher companies and get richer salary in future.
Okay, so Nischal House is talking about their skills they will learn in 4 years. Then what about Vatsalya House?
The only scheme you are talking about is just 11 lakh.
थोड़ा दूर रखो अब बोलो
The money scheme you are talking about is just 11 lakh, which is not enough. As the inflation is rising day by day, and the current inflation rate of 2022 is 6.4%, and after that in 2023 it will be 7.2%, and after that in 2024 it will be 8.2%. After that in the 2024 it will be the 8.9% to 14%. So what you can tell about that? This money is not enough.
Again we are talking about money.
No, sir. Sir, this whole debate is studying about the money. And this whole
Yes,
debate
yes.
is about that.
AGNIVEER
Okay, no worries. You can.
AGNIVEER will get 21,000 in a single month. Is he spent 21,000 in a single month of 18-year-old student?
Of course, I said, as I mentioned earlier, 6.4% is the current inflation.
For whom he spent?
Yeah.
For his parents. His parents are earning member now.
They are studying, another is a savings.
Yes, for savings. The government is increasing his savings. He will collect more money than 11 lakh.
How?
Savings.
Digital students, there is no only, I think the salary and rupees thing is there. More thing we can discuss with the AGNIVEER scheme and all.
Okay, you start another positive of yes. Wait. We are just talking about the money. Both the houses listen to me. Both of it. We are just talking about money and only money. In this AGNIVEER scheme, there are other some positive facts and a negative fact. So let's start with another positive fact. Nischal House.
55% of military budget is currently spent on pensions, and as compared to an average 76 years old soldier, if we spend it on a normal army, we will save about 150 million rupees, and we can use that money to enhance the military. As an example, we can see China and UK that reduce their military and pensions, and we can see that they are dominating the other countries.
Is that right? Okay, the budget amount.
5.65 trillion is the military budget, and 1.25 trillion around is spent on pensions.
Okay. What is the amount of pension, please? What is the amount of pension?
5.6.
5.9, 1 something. Please again, only one mention. 1%. Pension?
1.25 around.
What is the budget of salary? What is the budget of salary now? Research. What is the budget of salary?
Government spend the defense budget.
What is the budget of salary of army? I'm asking. What is the budget of salary in army? Rather than
Contribution of budget in the salary.
For salary only. Say, sir.
You have to clarify that.
Have seen.
Let me tell you. It is equivalent to that. It is almost equivalent to pencil and sand.
Let me answer his second question. He said he has just mentioned about China, Ukraine, and other countries that they have similar skill like that. So why are you not telling about the overcomes and the problems that are being faced by these countries? Why are you only showing that they have a scheme, so we also copy it? Why are you not showing that what problems they are facing? In America right now, out of the total homeless population, 11% of the homeless population belong to the army veterans. In UK, out of the homeless population, 19% are the army veterans. In Switzerland, about 12% are the army veterans. These are let me complete. So these are the similar situations in various countries. Now you are saying about Russia and Ukraine. He said that Russia has depleted its army and it has great young army, which will be very beneficial. It has great young army, but an unexperienced army. That's why it has not yet conquered over Ukraine after doing war over a long period of time. We know that Russia has a superpower, but it is not yet able to get control over Ukraine. Now coming to the point that we said about China, that China is also depleting its army. Okay, depleting its army, getting it young. But after 1979, China has not fought any war. It is totally an unexperienced army, and the result we have seen in the Galwan Ghati, that our soldiers have fought, and 24 members of the high experienced army members of India have fought war, and 24 members of unexperienced army of China have been killed. And now you will say about the modern technologies that we can buy modern technologies from retail. So where you will bring that modern technology to you? China has a far better modern technology than us, but it cannot bring it on LSE, Siachen Glacier and the Galwan Ghati.
So we are saying about the Russia and Ukraine crisis. In the similar situation in India, India and Leh Ladakh, which is occupied by the China, if Indian officer tells that kill the person of the Leh Ladakh, can you do that? Can the person do that? The Russian tells that kill the Ukrainian person.
I'm waiting for that. Don't worry.
The Russian army was not willing to against the Ukraine. The Russian people's not was willing to fight against the Ukraine. It is only the orders of the Putin.
Do you know relation of China and India from past? Do you know relation of China? How China occupied Kashmir? Do you know? How China had occupied Kashmir? Ladakh? How? Do you know?
India 1962 war.
In 1962 war. Okay. Do you know what is the relation of China to Putin? China and India. What is the relation of China and India to Putin?
Yes, I know. The Prime Minister of India said that he is in a high. They are very friendly with India.
They were very friendly. They are not. They were. Okay. So it is not necessary. Okay. Now continue. Continue.
Okay. No, wait. So, wait a minute, both the teams, this team has just explained about the unexperienced. And this team is both of are talking about the China and India. We are talking about the unexperienced things. This team has asked me that in 4 years, they get trainings, but they still some experience left. Then what is your point about the unexperienced? And what about the other points of AGNIVEER? This is the next positive points of the AGNIVEER program. Okay, wait. एक ही बात पर बात दूसरी बातें Okay, next question.
जिन लोगों ने नहीं बोले उनको बोल दीजिए. तो last.
Let's talk about some other positive points of AGNIVEER program.
ये फर्स्ट वन और लास्ट वन आपके रो में, सेकंड रो में फर्स्ट वन ने कुछ नहीं बोला है और लास्ट वन ने कुछ नहीं बोला है. Let them speak.
And from this side, you and
ये दोनों नहीं बोले, फर्स्ट टू पर्सन.
he also nothing.
हाँ, तो इन तीनों को ही बोलना है.
Start.
Okay. Go please.
नहीं इधर से. बोलती आंसर.
Paper is
माइक
not
ऊपर
allowed.
कर लेते हैं.
Full paper is not allowed. पर क्यों बोलो 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 तुम बोलो जी.
Indian Armed Forces provide to useful and dynamic equipment on the ground and designed mainly for the heroes who have ability to work in the fire. The 25% immediate selected people will be chiefs of India. Army is 75% of its will be Mata will be countries paramilitary forces will get training in the field service.
Okay. This series is just asking about after that 4 years, the members of the they are 75% members left. They will get maximum chances in other opportunities and other companies or other services, other employment. Then what about the points?
1,60,000 are still in emergency. You are just stick to that 75%. Why you are not thinking about the 25%?
Let me give the POV.
Both of you.
Let them complete.
Let me, I'm sorry for interrupting. She is not talking about 75%. She is talking about the vacancy seat of 2 years, within the 2 years before the coming of Modi.
Okay, let us.
That is 1,60,000.
Just listen to what she is talking about.
I have a question to you. Just give the answer. The commitment of troops in soldiers will be zero, as I guess. It takes years. It takes years for soldiers to gain full knowledge in handling weapons. When our neighbor countries have a dedicated army and full scale army, so how our soldiers will be fight with them?
Okay, so Vatsalya House is just talking about that a soldier need years of experience to handling the modern weapons.
In last past years, they are only get experience, not the weapons and the other military things like jackets and the boots of the soldiers are way more heavy than the boots. They are estimated 5 to 6 kilo in the weight and that modernized boots which are going to be launched in that only one scheme have the weight of estimated 1 to 2 kilo boots. But those boots are also the same ability and the same strength for the soldiers. And they are in that old in 2018 to 2019 the army who are trained are only skilled and they are not properly trained and they are not modernized. This agreement scheme is launched to reduce the average age of the army and modernize the army.
I'm not asking about the uniform of the army. I'm asking about the skills of the army.
Skills of the army will also improve by the things behavior and the things they use.
They are not 6 months.
We are not sent to the border after 6
No,
months.
we are not.
I remember everything. You have said some points, particularly I have mentioned that someone has said that they will be seen to border. Someone has said I did. Yes, sir.
Yes, it is right. You were telling that only that those 25% will go to the army. To the border.
Do you want? So, you are talking about the modern technology that
question about modern technology.
Listen.
So, by getting lessons, we will be more technology and what's the border of total border of India? What border of India?
Don't ask the questions to us. Just say.
He had done the same thing.
If you have idea, then get it.
You don't know anything. 5,500 kilometer long total land area, land border of India. We also know that Indian Ocean is one of the wettest and the weirdest ocean in the world. We also have faced floods, cyclones, and earthquakes, landslides. You are saying that the 25% soldiers will go there, they will buy money, they will be experienced. Okay, so tell me that where will you carry those very huge machines everywhere? Let me complete. Can you carry it everywhere? Now, second point, you cannot carry it everywhere. Second point is that how will those 25% soldiers will they be able to when natural calamities come to India? Our first priority is first thing that coming to mind is army. 25% of unexperienced soldiers. You can say that 21-year a boy or a girl will be highly experienced, that he can save himself also and also save the citizens of the country. He can fight fight the enemy at the border, also inside the India with the modern technology in flood. How is it possible? Is it practically possible? Only theoretically it is very good to listen. Is it practically possible to help it?
I want to tell you, the 75% that will go to the home, you will be enough physical fit in order to protect the people. After the 4-year training, they will get enough strength and they can easily swim in the flood and easily save their family
How
as
much
well as their
training
neighbors.
how much will the training be said?
4 years. After the 4 years, training will be 6 months, but the 4 years they will do work and you will that will get them enough.
Do army officers now doing work?
You ex-army officers going to cyclones and flood and recruiting the people.
Suppose a person just trained in the army for 6 months or for the whole year, he went to this house. Then this flood came to his area. He will be kind of skilled. He's save his family.
Okay, you are making it. Agnipati's scheme is, he is trying to say that Agnipati's scheme is that youth come to army, be 4 years to us, will cut your pension, and after that you will not have to pursue your education. Stay prepared, be prepared, because we have given you 6 months of training, and be prepared. When the flood will come into your area, you have to prepare. But 25% of the soldiers will be at the border. They will not come at you. They will not come to save you. 75% you have to be ready. You have to find a job. You have to be mentally prepared that after 4 years you have to compete with yourself, with your batchmates. You have to complete your education. And you also have to fight with the internal problems of the country. Are you not trying to say that it will create a mental pressure on you?
Let me tell you, I'm not saying that they will just save each and person of the area. It's still enough, physical enough in order to just save their family first. If they want to decent first. I just give example of one person. The 75% will be not considered of just one person. There will be more and more people. And as the years pass, the youth will as years pass, more and more youth will get enough physical fit and people. And you know about the AGNIVEER garden?
Yeah.
It will help the youth in order to get enough physical fit. They will save their army on their own. They will save their family on their own. There are several deaths during the flood times, and there are several deaths in the flood time because the army did not went there in much time. But as before the army, the youth can easily save their army, save their family first. So the 25% will easily help the army and will just decrease the number of deaths in the flood by saving the families and
How many families send their child to the army?
Repeat the question again.
How many families send their child into the army?
I want to say you that army is not a job. It is a job to serve for nation.
Invitation letter.
Okay, sir, please.
Army is not a lifetime job. It is the job for serving nation. If you not want to serve for nation, so why did you are fighting nation?
I am serving nation. I am a student. I am serving the nation. Ravindra sir is a teacher. He is serving the nation. Sir, are you a teacher? Are you serving nation by teaching student? Are you not? How? Only army doesn't serve the nation. Only army doesn't serve the nation. Ma'am, you are the principal. Are you serving the nation?
Yes.
Only army doesn't serve the nation.
So why?
Everyone save the nation.
I am not saying only I will save the nation. I am just saying they save the country.
Okay. You have mentioned earlier. And first answer the question of Kanya. Please, I repeat the question.
How many families send their child to the army?
Many families send their child to the army.
But they have also paid for them.
What? Speak
But
loudly.
they have also paid for them.
What? Your voice is so much low. What?
I will again ask this question. How many families send their child in army? Okay, please again answer that. Can you again answer that?
They go to their own child, and many families are not like you that do not want to send their child to their parents.
Actually, you know not whether you are my sister and our family is dedicated to army. How you can say that?
Yes, I know.
Okay, let me do. In from Uttar Pradesh, out of 10 lakh people, only 28 goes in army. From Madhya Pradesh, out of 10 lakh people, only 25 goes in army. From Bihar, out of 10 lakh people, only 22 goes in army. Means out of 10 lakh families, only 22 to 23 goes in army. Out of 10 lakh families.
They are not physically and mentally perfect. Everyone is not perfect in every field.
Yes, everyone is not perfect in every field.
That's what rules.
Everyone is not perfect in every field. That's what we are
That's why
saying.
this 25%
That's
is
why.
not the complete.
And that's why 75% and that's why 75% will be able to complete the
You must see that. Let me answer. He said that.
Okay. Please give us.
So she said that 25% will go in army and they will be trained and 75% will have to go to find other job. Why they will waste their 4 years? Why do they waste their 4 years? Because they will. Let me complete myself. It's 17 to 21 years. 21 years they will be retired, and for this year they will 23 they will be retired. So this is a very crucial time for building the career, building the nation. So after you are saying that after doing this all things they have to go find the jobs and build their career. Why would they not go initially and find the jobs? Let me. You answer my question. Will you send your small brother or 18 or 21-year-old child to go at border and get shot by a bullet and you get money to this family? Why will you not? Why will you not send him to find? Why will you not send him to find the better education and stuff like that?
I have mentioned earlier that they are not directly sent cost of the orders. First of all, let us complete. You are just standing and shouting. Let us complete. What our point? You are not taking us. You are also not helping us to complete. Why you are standing for standing start? Okay, you are. Let us
Now conclude.
Conclude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, sir. na?
Okay.
Let them conclude.
So one positive from that side and one negative from final. We are now concluding the debate. So I would like to ask
last में
the
बोलो
best positive you want to say and the best negative you want to say. So then, get ready everybody.
India's youth is set to play a crucial role in realizing the dreams of building an Atmanirbhar Shashak Bharat, and AGNIVEER team will take them a step closer. It is a unique opportunity to fulfill their dream of joining armed forces and serving the nation. This team will not only empower, discipline and skill youth. This team will not only empower, discipline and skill youth. AGNIVEER is a scheme launched by the government of India. It's a and the rest 75% will be given several opportunities, as MNC and other big companies have mentioned, that they will hire AGNIVEER as they are coming from a well-developed and skilled training, and that this is what really a company needs. And they will also get priorities in the civil services. And one more thing I want to mention, that after this scheme was launched on 14 June 2022, there were many people who were against this, right? They were against this, and they were doing rallies, they were firing out the trains. Do you really think that they are real heroes of the nation who will serve the border? Actually, they are the anti-social parties. And at last, I would like to say that this scheme launched by the government is really well, which is going to be launched and will strengthen the Indian Army air bucket.
Final negative.
Yes, sir. For final conclusion, I want to say something. Then, हरिवंश राय बच्चन have earlier said that ये महान दृश्य है, चल रहा मनुष्य है, अश्रुश्वेत से लथपथ, 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 अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ. In India, at the present time, these lines of Dr. Harivansh Rai Bachchan has seemed to come true with this Agnipath scheme implemented by the government on 14 June 2022. It seems that government has done in a very hodgepodge-like situation and had tried to fill a narrow window at a very small period of time. It seems that government had tried to inflict its own decision over the country by making Agnipath scheme and not doing any discussion, doing any survey, and not even doing any pilot scheme for this. For doing all these things, the government first had to do surveys with the army generals, first had to discuss with the various persons to do a pilot project for this scheme. If this was not so the reason, then tell me why within 2 days there were 3 reforms in the Agnipath scheme, and still various major generals, retired generals, army chiefs, naval commanders are opposing this scheme. Third point. Instead of retiring those 75% of the Agniveers after 4 years, you could use them in other places like CFPF, Assam Rifles, various private government jobs, and you will say that government had 10% given 10% reserved seats for them. Only in some states, not the whole India has said that we will give them in every state government job, and only 10% seats have been reserved. What about those who were not reserved? What about those who were preparing for those CFPF and Assam Rifles before Agnipath scheme? You have reserved 10% seats. Means those 10% will be again unemployed. They do again hard labor and find other job. Fourth point. Comparing the army with any business thing is not a good thing. Army is an emotion. A soldier goes at the border or even goes at the territory for giving his supreme life for the country by thinking that the government will provide facilities to his family after him or will support him. But cutting the pensions of the army, of the Agniveers, reducing the special allowances. Forget about the special allowances. You are not only giving them the basic needs. Even the salary of a government clerk will be higher than the Agniveers. Fourth point. Comparing the Agnipath scheme of India or the theory with other countries, only saying that they have also the same scheme is not a good thing. You are not giving the total information. Please try to give the total information that what is the situation in those countries because of these schemes. Because of these schemes, most of the army veterans are unemployed. They are doing various anti-social activities. What are the guarantees that there will be no anti-social activities among these Agniveers? Because they will be mentally mentally harassed. They will have to roam here and there for finding jobs. They will have to follow the various other commands of the army officers, and they have to compete with their batchmates in the 4th year. Don't you think that it will create a civil war-like situation in India that has been currently being going in Sri Lanka and trying to go into Pakistan?
So, very well done everybody. All the participants of both the houses, they explained their topics and they explained the positives and negatives of Agniveer. Now it's hand it over to our judges that what is their decision. So both the teams just wait for the result, and I'm just
very well done students. It was too tough to decide. And very well done. आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा prepare किया. It was really on the facts. कुछ facts वात्सल्य हाउस ने बहुत अच्छे present किए, कुछ हाउस निश्चल हाउस ने बहुत अच्छे present किए. And it's really tough to decide that who is the winner. But winner is there, and बहुत ही minute difference से winner हुआ है. कंक्लूड देखा जाए तो वात्सल्य का बहुत अच्छा था. ओवरऑल देखा जाए तो निश्चल का बहुत अच्छा था. इंटरव्यूज देखा जाए तो वात्सल्य और निश्चल दोनों का बहुत अच्छा था. तो ये हम नहीं कह सकते कि आप दोनों में से कोई भी कम था. बोथ वेरी इक्वल. बट मुझे एक विनर निकालना है, तो इट विल बी निश्चल हाउस. फैक्ट्स पे बहुत ज़्यादा थे. उन्होंने काउंटर पे बहुत अच्छा किया. सोनू राजा एंड रोहन के फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स बहुत अच्छे, अमेजिंग. लाइक उन्होंने जितने फैक्ट्स दिए हैं it was really good. बट अदर अपार्ट फ्रॉम रोहन एंड सोनू राजा, no one was very prepared. आप लोगों ने उनके सपोर्ट को कम किया. रोहन का ओवर रिएक्शन उनका माइनस पॉइंट हो गया. और फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स आप दोनों भी बहुत अच्छे थे. निश्चल हाउस इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा कर सकता था. आपके पास और भी पॉइंट्स थे जिसको आप लेकर के आपके बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग उसको आप काउंटर कर सकते थे. लेकिन तो भी आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा किया. विनर्स आप थे क्योंकि आपने वाकई काउंटर बहुत अच्छा किया. एंड लेट अस सी इसकी कैसे निकलती है. ये तो जब प्रैक्टिकली प्लेटफॉर्म पे आएगा तब समझ में आएगा. बट या नेगेटिव एंड पॉजिटिव दोनों ही इसमें पॉइंट्स हैं जो कि हमें कंसिडर करके चलना पड़ेगा. हमारे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कितना बेनिफिशियल होता है ये तो हम लोगों को भी देखना है. वी कांट से कि 100% ये बहुत बेनिफिशियल है, और वी कांट डिनाई कि ये बहुत ही बेकार स्कीम है क्योंकि आप अपने नेशन को सर्व करने जा रहे हैं. तो लेट अस सी एंड ऑब्जर्व कि ये स्कीम आप यंगस्टर्स के लिए कैसे होती है. बट नाउ लेट अस डिबेट निश्चल हाउस विनर एंड ड्रॉ क्वालिफाई.